welcome back to another video. Today, I'm gonna play Adopted Mind. So here's my computer screen right now. I've got a background picture. Now, Adopted Mind right here. Like face. Yep, I do. There, then I'm gonna go into Adopted Mind. So my Adopted Mind account has Sawyer, which is my name, or Hayes. I'm playing as Sawyer, well, because I am, and that is my name, so I tap Sawyer. Now, so here's my science account. Let's do dinosaurs. I've done a few before, but not with you guys. Now, how about sharks? How about the banana? I already go through that. But not with you guys. I know what I can do. The dinosaurs. No. Okay, guys, let's do that. And let's boom. Guys, okay. Oh, okay, there's one more for you. Ah, right there. There. Okay, we're not on YouTube though.
Hi, I'm Professor Nick at World Book. Today I'm going to talk about Triceratops, a dinosaur whose name means three-horned face. Triceratops was a large dinosaur that lived many, many years ago. They roamed in great herds across western North America. The dinosaur had two horns over its eyes and one horn on its nose. Triceratops weighed about as much as a large elephant. Its mouth had a powerful beak that helped it eat tough plants. The two horns on its head were very sharp and long. A bony shield protected its neck. With its long horns, bony frill, and large size, Triceratops could protect itself well against meat-eating dinosaurs. The ability to defend itself and to eat a variety of tough plants made Triceratops one of the most common plant-eating dinosaurs.
Okay, so it's like a really rare one. I never watched this before. What? Oh, the T-Rex. What? It's done already? Boom. Well, let's do the quiz. So if you guys can read, I'll list that.
What was the purpose of Triceratops' bony shield?
No.
To protect the neck.
Yeah. Also, that's a good. That is a one.
To attract mates.
I don't know really, but I do know a lot about dinosaurs.
To help locate food sources.
Oh my.
To signal to other Triceratops.
Correct!
Yes! It was to protect its neck, I think. Do a blue sky. Okay, let's change this one. What? So, let's do something else instead of science. Even though I do love science. Do this. So, I can't read. What? So,
Are you sure this is the way to class, Ruby?
It's Saturday, Augie. Let's go have an adventure. I wonder what this could be.
A clock machine?
Ooh, I love pushing random unmarked buttons.
Just wait a minute. Let me find an instruction manual.
Bet it says to push this one. Where? I mean, when would you like to go?
Well, actually, that's not grammatically correct.
Look at this.
I don't know if we should.
And we're on.
Ooh, wow, ancient Egypt.
Let's go find the pharaoh.
course I am. What citizen of ancient Egypt doesn't recognize their pharaoh?
Well, we're sort of from out of town, you could say.
In that case, welcome to Egypt, the kingdom of the Nile River, and inventors of writing on paper. You must be here to find the 7 magical orbs to save the land of Egypt. Now, explore the land and bring the orbs back to me when you have found them. You'll do great.
Exploring is my middle name.
Okay, so she's like an expert for the arrows, I think. So the run.
Holy aioli! I never thought I'd see a real-life pyramid.
Well, as one of the most powerful civilizations in the world, the Egyptians built over 100 pyramids.
Well, I just discovered that one, so add it to the list.
I don't think you discovered it.
Of course I did, and I shall call it Pyramidi.
This is actually one of the Giza pyramids, the most famous ones of all. It's called the Great Pyramid.
I guess that's a passable name. Not as good as Pyramidi, but what can you do? Let's go explore it.
Well, the pyramids serve as tombs for the dead pharaoh, so I don't think we should disturb it. The Great Pyramid is the tomb of Pharaoh Khufu.
Gesundheit.
Besides, exploring could be dangerous. I hear there's a marvelous scarab petting zoo nearby. Maybe we do that. Well,
See? Nothing dangerous up here.
are you kidding me? The Great Pyramid is over 481 feet tall. That's almost 482 feet.
Yeah, it's great. And look how shiny the surface is. It glistens in the sun like a rare jewel. I never want to look away.
That's because it's still covered in polished white limestone, unlike in modern times.
So smooth. Let's slide down it.
Oh, I have a safer idea. We could...
Overruled.
That would be me.
Hey, I'm alive!
Look, let's go investigate
that
inside the
Doesn't
pyramid.
have glasses.
We're dead.
We're dead.
What did you say?
I said, grrr. Wait, that wasn't me. Don't come any closer, you cursed mummy.
Cursed? No, I'm just a little groggy after sleeping for 4,000 years. You can just call me Khufu.
Gesundheit.
Wow, so you were once a pharaoh.
You bet. When a pharaoh dies, we Egyptians believe their spirit goes on a second journey into the afterlife. So, the pyramids hold all the things a pharaoh would need after death, such as food, gold, and furniture.
Ooh, it's like camping gear for the dead.
The Egyptians preserve the dead pharaoh's body by removing their organs and putting them in jars. Yuck.
Neato.
And then they wrap the body in fine cloth. This process is called mummification. That's how I got to be in my tomb here, which I like to call Pyramidi.
Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you. Say, you wouldn't also know where I could find a magical orb, would you?
Oh, sure. I was buried with one. It's got to be around here somewhere. Let's see. This, not this. Ah, here's the orb. But to earn it, you must answer a question first.
What was the purpose of pyramids in ancient Egypt? Pyramids served as water storage devices in the desert of Egypt.
No.
Pyramids served as barns for livestock.
What's livestock? What's livestock, Mom?
Like cows and horses and
No.
Pyramids served as tombs for dead pharaohs.
That's
Pyramids served as homes for the residents of Egypt.
Hey, great! You've got it!
Let's go find the
our
other
first
orbs.
orb. How much orbs are there? Oh. next location.
Egypt is so cool. I mean, I'm sweating my hat off, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, I do indeed know what you're saying, Ruby. For a civilization that thrived for over 3,000 years. Huh. I wonder what could have led to its downfall.
I bet I know. One day, flying saucers descended from the sky. The aliens beamed up.
That's definitely not what happened.
You can't know for sure. You weren't there.
No, but I was. Easy, Bucephalus, easy. He's just so darn affectionate. I am Alexander III, but most called me Alexander the Great. I come from Macedonia, which was a kingdom on the Greek peninsula, but I conquered many lands and built a vast empire, the largest ever at that point.
Mr. the Great?
Yes, tiny monster child.
Do you know what happened to Egypt?
Yeah. I bet you have grand stories of battle and adventure and flying saucers.
Well, in truth, the fall of the Egyptian civilization is complex. There are many different reasons that led to its downfall.
Aw.
Of course, I've heard that Egypt's power disappeared after they misplaced their 7 magical orbs.
I thought the orbs were just a construct created for the purpose of incentivizing our educational adventure and not literal historical artifacts.
So, one factor that made Egypt a weaker force in the world was the fact that they had bronze weapons. This meant that other invading forces using the stronger iron weapons, such as the Hittites, had an advantage.
Whoa! We're floating on a cloud learning history. I feel a brainstorm brewing.
In later years, Egypt also suffered internal political divisions. Egypt was split into a northern kingdom and a southern kingdom, and fell into a long civil war. In the span of 100 years, they reunited and then split up again.
Make up your minds, Egyptians.
Egypt also suffered climate problems. Scarce rainfall and unseasonable cold weather led to lower water levels in the Nile, weak harvests, and ultimately starvation.
Make up your mind, weather.
As Egyptian power faded, they were constantly invaded.
Hey, that rhymed.
I do it all the time. Anyway, the Assyrians invaded and ruled for nearly 50 years. Then came the Persians. They defeated the Egyptians and ruled for nearly 100 years. Then, of course, I took Egypt from the mighty Persians. After my empire broke up, Egypt was independent again, but my influence was still present. I brought Western Greek culture to all my conquered lands. Even later, when Egypt became a Roman province, the culture, language, and even the rulers were from Greece. See, that's why I'm great.
Wow. Invading armies with stronger weapons, internal divisions, climate problems? Whew. I guess when a civilization exists for such a long time, it really takes a long time and many different things to lead to its end.
I guess the main lesson here is no aliens?
No,
Can I at least see your sword?
no.
Aw.
But don't be sad. There is one thing you have that is stronger than a sword. Knowledge. And with the knowledge you've now acquired, you can prove your greatness like me. Earn this magical orb by answering its question.
What?
Why was Alexander the Great important? Alexander was the most intelligent soldier to fight in Egypt.
I think.
Alexander conquered many lands and built a vast empire. Alexander was able to build weapons. Alexander was a skilled equestrian.
Well, I'm sorry to say that's wrong. But worry not. You can come back and try again later, or venture out for the other orbs first.
What's wrong?
Hey, a marching marketplace. I wonder if they give out free food samples at lunchtime.
This clock says it isn't quite lunchtime yet, Ruby.
A clock? But it doesn't even have batteries.
This is what the Egyptians called a shadow clock. As the sun moves through the sky, the raised middle part casts a shadow to display the time of day.
Technically, it can't be a clock if it doesn't have a cuckoo bird to chirp every hour.
That is definitely not true.
Well, I read it in a book, and I know you love books, so you can't argue with that.
Books, my one weakness. How did she know?
Ooh, look at this!
Hi there. I saw you kids examining the fine shadow clock over there, and I said to myself, here are two smart shoppers who appreciate the concept of time.
I told you that thing was a shadow clock.
I'm sure you knowledgeable kids already know this, but us Egyptians were telling time with shadows as early as 5,500 years before your modern time. See that big sculpture there?
That's called an obelisk, right?
Can't pull one over on you. See, obelisks are actually built to tell stories, which are carved on their sides. However, early Egyptians discovered another purpose for obelisks, telling the time by observing the obelisk's shadow as it moves during the day. We even divided the day into hours. Based on that, we invented smaller portable timepieces you can take with you, just like this fine product I have here on sale for just 2 baskets of grain.
What a find! I'll take 10.
Wait a minute, Augie. That shadow clock is only good during the day. At night, there's no sun to cast a shadow. I bet you Egyptians didn't think about that.
Hey, she's right.
Of course you're right. I could see you're a sophisticated buyer. No amount of flattery or manipulation can sway your discerning mind.
Aw, thanks.
Truth is, we Egyptians thought a lot about time. So naturally, we knew how to tell time at night.
I can't
which we did
believe
by
we
watching the
failed
movement
on
of the stars. But we also did it with devices, such as the hourglass and water clocks, which I have gift-wrapped in convenient bargain bundles. Ooh.
So many valuable artifacts. Oh, I want them all.
And of course, your collection wouldn't be complete without an Egyptian calendar. I recommend the Cute Kitten Calendar. We Egyptians just love cats.
We can get those back in modern times.
Oh, but this is no ordinary calendar. Here in Egypt, we actually developed a 365-day calendar. It also has 12 months.
Just like ours.
We had 3 seasons: the flooding season, the planting season, and the harvest season.
Not like ours, but still amazing.
Those 3 seasons added up to 360 days. But we knew that wasn't enough days for an accurate year, so we added 5 more for holy.
I'm out. We'll just get out of the Egyptian. I don't really like this.
Let's go sometime else.
Oh,
Look at this.
what?
It's called pencil. Oh, it's so soft. Makes me sneeze when it tickles my face.
Let's get out. Boom. Let's go into science. I love science, don't you? No. Bugs. Oh, look at my little head. Look at my little hat. To make sure the bugs don't get me. Dragonflies.
Watch the video to unlock the quiz.
Hi guys, I just got back from a really fun hike in the woods. I saw a lot of cool things like fall flowers and lots of birds and pretty rocks, but I only brought one thing back with me. Lots of mosquito bites. Depending on where you live and what time of year it is, if you spend time outside, you've probably been bitten bitten by mosquitoes too. Long after the mosquito is gone, you're left with red, itchy bumps. And I mean itchy. So what's going on? Why are mosquito bites so itchy? To answer that question, we need to take a closer look at where these bumps come from. Let's learn a little bit about the mosquito. For one thing, only female mosquitoes bite. And for another thing, what we call a bite isn't really a bite at all. It's more like a jab from a thing called a proboscis. Proboscis! Proboscis is such a fun word to say. A proboscis is a special mouth part that some insects have. It looks kind of like a long tube or a straw. If you've ever had the chance to get a close look at a butterfly, maybe you've seen their long curly proboscis, which they use as a long tube to sip nectar from flowers. But the female mosquito, she uses her proboscis to take a tiny sip of blood from the blood vessels right beneath your skin. Her body makes special chemicals to help her do the job. Some of them make your blood easier for her to drink. Others even help you from feeling the little pinch when her proboscis pokes you. After she's had her sip and she buzzes off, she leaves a little bit of those chemicals behind in your skin, and they set off signals in your body's immune system. Your immune system's job is to protect your body from invaders. Not ones from outer space, but invaders like bacteria and viruses. Any particles that can make you sick. Kind of like soldiers protecting a fort, your immune system attacks just about anything that it doesn't recognize. And that includes the chemicals left behind by the mosquito. Once your body discovers it's been bitten by a mosquito, it sends some extra blood and other fluids to the bite. This does a nice job of protecting the area so it can heal and helps your body get rid of the chemicals that the mosquito left behind. But it also makes the area around the bite swell up, causing a bump. And that swelling sets off nerves in your skin around the bump. Nerves carry messages between parts of your body. So when you feel the tingly itch of a mosquito bite, that's the work of your nerves telling your brain, in case you haven't noticed, there's something going on down here. And
this is way too gross. Let's just go back.
A lot of the fruits and vegetables we eat are pollinated by insects. Buying organic produce is healthier for you and the insects.
Why don't I just get out of here? Oh, there I go. Oh,
Tree topper. Wait till the very end to put this on. All right. Here we go.
bye, guys. Bye. Okay, guys. One more thing, then we're leaving. Math. So you are good at both these
Hi
things.
there. Pick your math grade, and we'll get started.
Finally. Math. Okay, did a few. Oh! Me and my friends might need a bit of help. Do you know what that is? What does this and this say? Oh, come on. We might have to leave. Bye, everybody.